Trump might be able to try to bypass the Senate with only Speaker Johnson's help. So, conservative legal commentator Ed Whalen warned that he's hearing that this could happen. Trump would adjourn both houses of Congress under Article 2, Section 3 of the Constitution, and then recess, appoint his cabinet as a predicate for Trump's exercise of adjournment power. One house of Congress would seek the other house's consent to adjourn, be denied. Speaker of the House would need to be complicit. Bottom line is, there's a way, if Speaker Johnson wanted to do this with Donald Trump, that they might be able to do it. Now, whether Johnson would go along, we don't know. Could that have been a condition for Trump supporting Johnson for the leadership role? Who knows? But what I am interested in is this something that could actually happen? How would he go about going around? Who does he need to be able to do it? Let's ask Jamil Jaffer, served as associate counsel to the president under George W. Bush. He's currently executive director of the National Security Institute at George Mason. All right, Jamil, good to see you again. All right, so is this possible? Could this work?
Well, look, I mean, there's a provision in the Constitution that allows the president to do exactly this, which is to adjourn Congress. It also allows him to call Congress into session as well. But this power, the idea that he's able to adjourn Congress, is right there in the Constitution. If the two houses disagree, as you laid out, on an adjournment, the president can adjourn both of them. And then he's got the ability, because they'll be in recess, to make recess appointments.
But it's supposed to be for very unusual circumstances, correct?
Well, the Constitution says extraordinary circumstances. It's not clear whether that clause refers to the calling them into session or refers to both calling them into session and adjourning them. You might, depending on how you read the sentence structure, you might read it as just referring to bringing them back into session.
All right, let me play John Thune tonight talking about the possibility of recess appointments. Number 12, this is what he said.
That all options are on the table, including recess appointments. Hopefully it doesn't get to that, but we'll find out fairly quickly whether the Democrats want to play ball or not. By the time he takes the oath of office, hopefully a lot of those nominees will be through their confirmation hearings and will be ready to act on them on the Senate floor. And then it's a question of how much do the Democrats resist or object or try to block those nominations from going forward, and we're going to grind them out. I mean, we're just going to keep consistently moving, and we'll see what kind of cooperation we get.
You know, Jimmy, he's making it sound like it's about the cooperation he gets from Democrats. Like, what could the Democrats actually do to try to throw a wrench into the process?
Well, you know, obviously the Democrats could try to go to the floor and hold the floor for as long as possible. You know, there's obviously the filibuster rule that could apply to nominees. It hasn't now for a while to lower court judges and Supreme Court justices since the Gorsuch nomination. But, you know, there's a variety of tools that you have in the minority in the Senate to try and slow things down, grind to a halt, force votes on procedural issues and the like. And what Thune is making clear is, look, you know, a president deserves their having the cabinet they want within reason, and that, you know, as a general matter, the Senate's always taken the view that whatever president is in office, they should get their cabinet members as long as those cabinet members are not manifestly unqualified or have other problems. And of course, the question is teed up right here, because there are some nominees that some folks, including folks in the Senate, are very concerned about the qualifications. Look, there have been some great nominations already, or people that the president named to be in his administration: Mike Waltz as National Security Advisor, Marco Rubio as Secretary of State, Elise Stefanik for UN Ambassador. Again, you may not like those people, you may disagree with them, you may agree with them, but they're, you know, sort of nominees in the main that nobody's going to really dispute. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and Doug Burgum, I should say Doug Burgum tonight. He just announced Doug Burgum as well. But that's different than Matt Gaetz, potentially Tulsi Gabbard for the position she's been appointed to, et cetera. RFK Jr. is going to be another one. And, you know, the question isn't just are they qualified, as I mentioned in the previous segment. The question is, are they disqualified? Should they be disqualified based on certain things that have happened? I guess we shall see. The Wall Street Journal editorial board, by the way, slammed this Trump recess appointment, quote unquote, scheme, calling it anti-constitutional. Jamil Jaffer, thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.